Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report Daily Marketing Tip. Well, here we are at Wednesday, a beautiful, sunny, uh, for those who follow the Enoch calendar, it's already spring in the new year, Wednesday. Um, there's so many great things that are happening in the earth. We always focus on the negative things, but when springtime comes around, the earth is waking up. The earth is letting you know that I'm here and I'm ready to produce. Speaking of producing, shout out to all the businesses that are found in the Hill Report. We had a great distribution this morning, and we definitely appreciate all that you all do around the community. What I want to talk about today, I want to talk about how you stay true to yourself. Now, we always talk about having a plan. We always talk about executing a plan. We always talk about going hard. But that plan is not just an all out carpet bombing type of plan. That plan is not a no holds barred type of plan. The reason why plans are so tough to execute is because you have to stay true to yourself. A lot of times we have to figure out how to make our goals happen while still maintaining ourselves. Those who have found that delicate mix, those who have walked that tightrope, those are the ones who are really happy inside and really feel accomplished because they didn't sell their soul just to get what they wanted. They stayed true to themselves. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing to be able to look at the end of the day and say, I gave it my best, but I stayed within my value system. I gave it everything I had, but I didn't compromise my morals. I went very, very hard today, but I stayed true to myself. A lot of times when you accomplish something, it can be tainted by not staying true to your morals. You might say, well, go get money. Well, there's a lot of people who get money in ways that demean their character. There's a lot of people who get riches and wealth and lose their identity. There's a lot of people who conquer the world and, like Christ said, they lose their soul. I wouldn't want that for anybody. What I would want for anybody is to do it the right way. Do it the way that fits with who you are. Do it the way that fits with how you would want to tell that story to your children and your grandchildren. Teach them the way that you made it in a way that you would feel comfortable teaching it. What profiteth a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? But you stay true to yourself. That's why it's so hard to formulate a plan. That's why it's so hard to take those steps towards your goal because you're trying to say, look, I want to do this, but I want to maintain who I am. Because at the end of the day, I belong to God. I belong to my family. I belong to the community. I'm not just a lone wolf out here getting everything haphazardly. I'm somebody who has to stay true to the community. I'm somebody who has to stay true to my family. I'm somebody who has to stay true to my God, and I have to stay true to myself. Once you find that sweet spot, there's nothing that can stop you because you know that, you know what? I'm not harming you by going hard. I'm not harming me by going hard. I'm not harming my legacy by giving it all I got. I'm only enhancing it because they're like, you know what? This guy did this thing, but he did it within the moral guidelines. He did it within the character that he was. And you know what? His legacy and his legend is definitely within the scope of what he wants for himself. You stay true to yourself. Nobody can dispute your work when you are true to yourself. There's a lot of people out there making money in a lot of different ways. And at the end of the day, all they got is the money. All they got is the fancy cars. All they have, or they cover up their shame with the fancy clothes and the jewelry. But at the end of the day, they're not feeling very comfortable with who they've turned into in order to get that. You stay true to yourself. You created parameters and boundaries that you were not going to cross, not even for success. You created a, a circle that you weren't going to get out of, not for all the money in the world. You had morals, you had values. You wanted to win just as bad as anybody else, but you know what? You were going to play by the rules. You know, we look at this system and we know that the system can be slanted, and the rules can be not fair. But that's not what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things that you can do in this society and you can go really hard at, but you're going to have so many cards stacked against you to where it's never meant for you to win in that area, especially if you're walking outside of your purpose. We might say the system is slanted towards the rich. The system is slanted towards this guy. The system is slanted towards that guy. And you know what? It is. Sometimes they do these things and set up these systems so that you can sell out yourself in order to get wealth, in order to get fame, in order to get things. But when you accomplish these things without compromising your values and stay true to yourself, there's a sense of accomplishment that no one can ever take away. That's the stuff that legends are made of. When you get up early, you get on your knees, pray, you good in a spiritual battle, you fast, you do what there's a scripture that says, wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Think about that. You stay up to date with the wiles of the devil. You know exactly what he has going on. But you say, you know what? I'm not going to stoop that low. I'm not going to walk in that mud. I'm going to find another way. And I'm still going to win and stay true to myself. Sometimes staying true to yourself is the long road. So what? Sometimes staying true to yourself is the tall fence to climb over. You know what? Climb it. Because if you take that shortcut and compromise yourself, you will regret it for all time, and your family will regret it, and you won't be able to sit with those grandchildren and say, you know what, this is how I made this happen. You're going to be hiding, ducking, and dodging and lying all the time. But you stay true to yourself, and you're going to be able to actually sit down and tell them, you know what, this is how we got it done. This is how you can get it done. And this is how we get it done. You stay true to yourself. You stay true to your God. You stay true to your values. And you're still going to get the job done because they can't stop you. You're going to accomplish so many things. You're going to rewrite history. You're going to conquer this world. But you're going to have a sense of accomplishment that nobody can take away from you because you stay true to yourself. This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report Daily Marketing Tip. And guys, let's go get some sales.